Makes the score Cowboys 14, Texans nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Stroud to throw. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now Prescott. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Third and long. To throw is Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Here's a run. Powering forward. He's in. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Here we go.
On the give, this is Mixon. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Second and 7.
All right.
Stroud. Backs to his tight end, Schultz. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. To throw is Stroud. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They pick up 27 and convert on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points? Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. The defense all over that, met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown, you're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Mixon. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Here's Pierce. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. They'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw, Stroud. He's got it at the 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. 4th down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. Here's Pierce for the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And he'll get forward for a couple. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go right back to Mixon. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half, the defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On play action, Stroud. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. Prescott to throw it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
3rd and long. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt. Back deep to receive the explosive Kevontae Turpin. The coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Prescott. That one downfield for Cooks. And that is brought in. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. In trouble, and down he goes. Now a second down throw for Prescott. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and
that is intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And the Texans are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion. I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And that'll set up 4th down.
All right.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to...
That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, They force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter.
21, Texans 3.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go play action with Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These wide outside the number throws. This is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Here's a 2nd and 6.
All right.
Stroud gonna set up to throw. And that's gonna be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Now, Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Now Stroud. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Eric Hendricks. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Stroud. This is caught. Downfield, it's Dell. A gain of 24 through the air. It's good for a Texans first down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
All right.
Back to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 13 yards on the catch there. First down for Houston.
On the quick, right? No.
They will work the middle with Mixon. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
Look hot.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
Out of his own end zone, Prescott. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. That's complete to Elliott. And they will finally run him down. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Again, Prescott to the air. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Elliott out of the backfield. 3rd down coming up.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
Stroud to throw. He's going to try it here again. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 19 Texas.
To throw is Stroud. He fumbled the football. I believe the Texans got this one back. They did, and they will keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. You find yourself down big, it's the fourth quarter, there's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And that is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys stretch things out even further.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Pierce for the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. A throw on the move is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. On play action, Stroud. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this
is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first and 10, Prescott. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Back to throw is Prescott. And this one is hauled in. What a grab. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. And they do it in blowout fashion. We thought this might be a competitive battle. It was anything but. Points came early, and often they cruised to an easy victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.